And just like that, it appears to be Monday yet again. Somehow we've got through the weekend. I worked most of the weekend. I don't feel I've had a weekend at all. There's no Neil Long today. Neil, here's the thing about communication. Neil's busy doing stuff. I don't know. He'll be back on Wednesday. Here's the thing about communication in the modern age. Why can't people, and I'm not talking about Neil, I'm talking about just generally, do people still phone you? Do people still pick up the phone and phone like we used to? Like, do you want to meet up for a coffee? I I am I'm like sick of endless texts and WhatsApps. It's so time consuming. And I kind of got to the stage where I'm always not replying. Do you feel like that? Do you feel like that at all? It kind of gets to me because there's like so many people say, "Oh, well, I sent you a WhatsApp, I sent you a text, I left." You just pick up the phone like an adult, like like we used to do, and it applies right across the board. I find it really. Oh, I sent you a message on Facebook. Well, I'm busy. I'm working. I was at my desk and still having client emails at 10:30 on Sunday night, right? And it's like, don't send me a message on blooming Facebook and all the rest of it. Pick up the phone. And if you don't have my phone number, I probably don't want to hear from you. And you probably don't want to hear from me. I mean, that's how it works. Hello, Robert Van Buren. I always do that because he's clearly a Swedish DJ. He's not his horologist to the stars. A lot to talk about today. I think there's a lot to talk about today. I was excited. I'll be honest, I'm a little bit thrown because I didn't see Neil's. I'll be absolutely upfront with you. I didn't see Neil's message. Right. Ian in Surbiton, hello. What would you like to talk about? What would everybody like to talk about today? Ian in Surbiton. And Robert Van Buren back again with yay, laughy emojis. What would you like to talk about today? I think that's one of the key things. I see Tesco's. Tesco's have got themselves into a bit of a problem. I can see people upset. They don't call them Christmas trees. Can you believe it? They got Christmas trees on sale, like artificial trees, not real trees, obviously. They've got artificial trees on sale in branches of Tesco's, but they're not called Christmas trees. In case it upsets somebody, where are we going with this crap? Where are we going with this crap? Huh? They're Christmas trees. That's what they are. It's called a Christmas tree. And they've given it some other name. I don't know, Dorothy. I don't know what they've called it. Festive trees. They're not festive. They're not festive trees. They're Christmas trees. Call it what it is. This apologizing, it's got to stop. It's just got to stop. And the other thing is, a lot of people are saying is, and I wonder where you stand on this. Dawn French, who used to be, I used to be a fan of Dawn French. I did, and now I'll be honest, I absolutely can't stand the sight of her. She makes me feel ill because I think she's vile. The video that she did was disgraceful, disgusting, tasteless, and I will never support anything that she ever does again. And I saw her. I saw one of her first public appearances. It was a charity show, and she and Dawn French and Jennifer Saunders were doing stand up. Good question. I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. He's not coming. Where's Mr. Long today? God only knows. I don't know. I don't know where he is. He sent me text, but instead of just phoning and saying I can't make it, and I didn't see the text because I was busy like all day yesterday and most of Saturday as well working. Got a ton of funerals coming up and extra ones have arrived, and it's a lot of work. It takes proper preparation to do the job properly. That's how it is. You either do it or don't do it. So I don't know where he is. I didn't see the text, but he wanted a day off today to do whatever he wants to do. He'll be back on Wednesday with his usual flurry of guests. Anyway, back to Dawn French. It's a pathetic little thing on my part, but I thought that Marks and Spencer. I thought Marks and Spencer would park her as being the face of Marks and Spencer for their Christmas campaign. But no, what a slap in the face. No, she's back. So it's my little one-man protest. Yeah, it's pathetic. I get it. Do they give in monkeys? No, they couldn't care less. But I won't buy anything from Marks and Spencer until they got rid of her. I won't. It's a one-man boycott. Yeah, what else are you supposed to do? If that's how you feel, which I do, then that's what I'm doing. Will it make the slightest bit of difference to Marks and Spencer's bottom line? No, of course it won't. But I do think if you feel strongly about something, that's what you should. That's I can't think what else to do. I'm not going to walk. I haven't got time to walk up and down with a placard. It's completely ridiculous. So I'm just not going there. I'm just not going there. But a lot of people, especially on X and also on Facebook, are going like, "Ugh, non-French. No, thank you." What are you going to have next? Greta Thunberg being the face of Aldi or something. Wouldn't happen. Obviously not. But I find what she did, I thought was disgraceful, disgusting, ill-thought, tasteless. And Marks and Spencer, and one of the founders was Jewish, just to add to the irony, of course, Mr. Marks and his business partner, Mr. Spencer, but who wasn't. And, and they employ this woman to be the face of their adverts. Screw them. Screw them. That's what I say. And the other thing which has amazed me today, life just kind of amazes me on a daily basis, is that there are rumors that Angela Rayner, the disgraced politician, Angela Rayner, is making a bid to be Prime Minister and replace two-tier Keir. You couldn't make this up. You just couldn't make this up. Angela Rayner had to resign in disgrace for all her shenanigans, is behind the scenes, apparently. God almighty, this country on a global stage is an embarrassment. It's just so embarrassing. God damn. And everyone always goes, Mr. Long, everyone's always going, get rid of Starmer, get rid of Starmer. Yeah, okay. That doesn't mean there'll be a general election, right? Get rid of Starmer. Who's going to replace him? Answers on a postcard. Well, who? Who have they got? Who have they got that would get us out of the mire, which it won't? So those are the main things that have come across my purview. What's come across yours? How was your weekend? Did you
any roundabout, I find quite confusing.
I agree, yeah. I just wanted to
Yeah.
first time.
Because I was with Fraser and I thought I'm in the right lane to go through. And Fraser goes, watch out. And there was somebody. Yeah, I knew about this roundabout. And I didn't see. I literally couldn't see anyone. I checked my mirrors and everyone. It was just I had the roof up on the MX, and you haven't got your.
Yeah, you have the vision. Yeah.
And you don't realise how much just to glance over your shoulder.
Yeah, it makes a difference. I don't like driving and stuff. I only do it if it's needed.
Same goes for these big pillars. don't often get caught out, but it does sort of worry me. But I think some of the newer cars are much worse. When I went with Barter, we sat in a number of cars, and the things I didn't like was some of the some of them, I think it was a Hyundai, you couldn't see out the back windows hardly. They were really tiny. So in the MG, it felt like I could actually see quite well. I suppose that's because I'm old and I don't rely on technology for driving.
This is a hell of a show, and I'm enjoying it. Apologies, I cannot hear. Can you? I don't know where he's gone now. I don't know what else is going on. Can everybody hear me? Oh, dear God. Now, it should work. Microphone's on. I'm on. It's chaos. Absolute chaos today. Don't know why. We've lost Neil. Sound back. Yay. Thank you. Okay. So I don't know why Neil couldn't hear. So Neil's disappeared. Should we see if he's there? I don't think he's. No, it's a seller at midnight. Okay. So there we are. So Strictly's fun. It's just fun. I don't know why people get so overwrought about it. And like, someone's going to win, someone's going to lose. One of the things that has occurred to me about it is the so-called controversy about Lavoie, otherwise known as Chris, which is his name, right? And here's the thing. Lavoie, I'm picking my words very carefully here. It's not transgender any more than Danny LaRue was transgender, any more than Paul O'Grady was transgender, or Bobby Crush when he's playing Widow Twanky, or anybody like that. It's called drag. And there's been a drag tradition in British Music Hall for, well over a century. And it's very obvious that when Lavoie is Chris, the man, he's Chris. Got a beard, acts and behaves like a man. And when he's performing his act as Lavoie, he is Lavoie. And I couldn't give a monkey's whether Claudia and Tess refer to him as he or she. When he's in training, he's he. And when he is Lavoie, referred to him as she, because the character, not the human being, the character of Lavoie is she. Like Lily Savage, all right? Nobody got all aerated and up and jumping up and down as though it was the most important thing in the world, with Lily Savage by the great, much missed Paul O'Grady. It was obviously a guy, but the character of Lily Savage was a woman. Was this, very hard-edged Liverpudlian, right? Danny LaRue, the whole point about Danny LaRue, everybody knew it was Danny LaRue, a bloke, and in his act, in the various personas, he made it very clear that, watch your mates. He used to do all that sort of thing. He used to do all of that sort of stuff, right? And I did panto with Danny LaRue. Yeah, I did. Weird. So it's a tradition going way back. And yet I see these really kind of brutal comments. What have we got here? Neil Ellen said, I have no idea what this is. I see these brutal comments. Oh, it's he's not transgender. That's a completely different thing. right? Totally different thing. Chris Lavoie is a guy, and his character is this persona Lavoie. He's not pretending to be a woman. And I just think he's incredibly entertaining. I mean, he's the most entertaining. But is he the best dancer? No, of course he's not the best dancer. Is he the most entertaining contestant? Yeah, he's funny, he's quick, he's witty, he's amusing. He's playing the game and he's doing a damn good job. And it's rocketed him because he's been on the scene a very long time as a sort of cabaret entertainer. That's what he is, basically a cabaret entertainer. Good for him. Why not? Nobody was up in arms years ago about it. There was a club in Soho in London. If you're watching this out of London, you may not know of it. It's called Madame Jojo's. And it was all about drag artists. They were all drag artists, except like one was a woman, which at the time was my friend Izzy Van Randwick. And it was very entertaining and very funny. They weren't transgender. It was drag artists. It's a totally different thing. So I think everybody should just lighten up a little bit about Lavoie. I've never met Lavoie. I'm never going to. But I just think you're conflating two totally different things. You know? He's very clear who he is. He's Chris. Look at you in your nice warm room. Well, yes, I've got a feeling you're out in the Rosemary Jessup, right, has all these horses and various animals and stuff like that, but she's always freezing. The weather is brutal where she is. I don't know where it's in the countryside. She's in a farm and there's a lot of tin roofs, metal roofs and stuff. Yeah, because I live, I'm at my desk and at my computer for God knows how long, so I have to be comfortable. Dave A. Sleet, greetings one and all. Absolutely. Yeah. And congratulations to somebody. It's a guy called David Wimble, who I've known for many years on and off, ridiculous number of years, who is getting married on Saturday down on the coast. Los Angeles, no. Down on the Kent coast, is getting married to his long-term partner, Sarah.